Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a simple analysis about what has been transpiring. Social media has become a poisonous ground for so many things. It's meant to promote oneself and business and every other things that comes in life, but it has come to our notice that a lot of scandals that is going on the social space. Good morning from Melbourne. For those of you in Europe, good evening. In America, good afternoon. Yeah, so if you are watching these videos, help me share these videos too, so we can touch live together. This is very, very important. We need to ask questions, and even though we might not get answers, but still, it will be better for us to answer a few questions to make things a lot easier and clearer. The questions I'm asking today is directly to the Comrade show, and the 4+4 Comrade show, and that's got a lot of scandal at the moment, and the issue of the grievances about how they share the money. You see, PDP is about sharing money, and the ramifications probably that will follow up. And I'm very, very sure the INEC might be seeing all this. And what baffled me about all these calamity that is unfolding in Europe is that the people themselves, the social media presenter, as they describe themselves, have not been able to come up with a unity among themselves. They say money is the root cause of evil. Wherever there's money that is made out of necessity, money made out of rogue foundation, is always going to be troublesome to some few individuals. And this one is going to be an eye-opener to so many of them. And also, why I'm here today is want to make this clear to the people of Edo State to understand the reason behind the governors associating themselves with some of these European gang. They don't have common mutual agreement within themselves, and also they don't respect themselves. On the social space, these are the same people who, some of them, who has been throwing jab to the Edo Kingdom. In particular, people from Germany, people from Holland, and some of them are in Italy. They don't have respect. And see the way they now orchestrate themselves. The question I asked today, this question is directed to the governor. We have EBS in Benin. We have ITV, we have AITV, we have the channel television. Why is it now the governor is now broadcasting from Comrade show in Europe, telling we Edo people or the Nigerians his agenda is now laid down for the Comrade show? That's Facebook. Now, because the governor have the financial resources, have the manpower to set up his own Facebook in Edo State, broadcast to every Edo people, which personally I will support. So we can see the limelight of his administration. He's a learned person, he's a vacancy person, he's the current governor of the state. I see no reason why he will be broadcasting from Comrade show. It is good for somebody to be featured for interviews and all that stuff. But we're now seeing that his appearance in Comrade show is about sharing money. It is not about governing the people. Austin, I don't know. We are talking about the 2020 election that just took place in Edo State. I'm not talking about 2023. We are talking about the Comrade show sharing money. If you are on the social media space, you will be seeing that the money they shared, they are fighting seriously over this money they shared that they did not share adequately to themselves. The person that is orchestrating this, he said, is Comrade Shoot, is the head of all the activities, that is the corrupt activities that is taking place in Europe. And now the money there was not shared properly. And that is why they are fighting. And we don't want any bloodshed. We have had enough of SARS bloodshed. And we don't want to have the issue of kidnapping coming out of this. Their catalyst friendships they are having with themselves. We don't need the SARS issues has brought up the limelight between the political gurus we have in the country. What we need in Nigeria at the moment is for the youth to assemble themselves, and we don't need to start voting for all those old cargoes, because you can see they are now using Facebook to share the Nigerian money. And the issue of the money shared is someone is saying that they were supposed to be giving 800,000 each. And the guy they gave the money to in Nigeria shared the money to 200,000 into their children's account. See, the issue here is where this money was meant to buy votes. When you coming up on the social media that how much you guys spend in buying votes, and the INEC is listening, we are made to understand that the vacancy is facing series of court hearings and court battles about all this that is, and this is going to add to all these issues that is facing in Edo State, probably having about 5 cases already, and we don't want any more destruction to the political atmosphere in Edo State. He has won the election, and if you want to broadcast on Facebook, I think it's right for him to set up his own Facebook account and start broadcasting to the Edo people and telling us what his point of agenda is, rather than using some Ubagwe people from Europe. Some people that will have a mental problem, some of them have mental problems. Some of them claim to be pastors, but they are using Bible to swear to people. And some of them just grew up out of what is it called? Body selling, racketing. That's why in Edo we call them Ubagwe people. These people are from Ubagwe. They don't have brain. Why would you want to start spending money to build up Ubagwe? The one we have in Benin, we are trying to find a way to close it. And the governor is sharing money to all these Ubagwe people. And this is very, very wrong. My people share this video. Let's put this into perspective, because at the end of the day, we have children growing up in that state. We have fathers, we have mothers, we have a lot of people growing up in that state. And we need a sort of decency coming out of there. At a point, I respected this Comrade show, but I didn't realize it was the orchestrator of all the money they were sharing. And people were saying, even as far as to Bush Lion, and they said he got 5 million, about 3 other people got 4.5 million from Europe. One of them just passed away, slept and never wake up in Benin as we speak. So many people are having issues about this orchestrated racketing and corrupt malpractices that is emanating from the European countries, instead of them to be their brothers and their sisters, their mother, their father's keeper. They have now turned out to be a thorn in the flesh of the Edo people. They were not doing it for the sake of a talkbar or 4+4 or 4+1 or 4+0. They were not doing it. During the election, I did a lot of broadcasts telling people that this 4+4 and 3+1, 2+1, 2+0, whatever they are calling it, was a distraction. And now we all understand that it was a money-making racketing machine. They were just wasting money. The rumor goes out now and saying that the governor had about 6,000 people engaged on Facebook that they were paying money to. And if you look at the call-out money they are talking about here, we're talking about millions. And you can imagine how much millions just fly on Facebook just to make people vote in an election. What about the people that actually cast their vote in Edo State? How much did the governor pay these people? That is the question yet unanswered. We all know money changes in the election in Nigeria. Nobody wants a free and fair election. And that is why the SARS group in Nigeria take it upon themselves to start killing individuals for almost 14 years. We understand they keep 136,000 people in the space of 14 or 16 years of their operatives, which is barbaric and which is uncalled for. And the SARS massacre that take place in Lekki, we now understand that Fashola, who's supposed to be a minister for works and industry, is now the chief investigator. A man who could not build a road in his southern part, a man who could not finish Lagos Ibadan Expressway, a man who could not finish Lagos Benin Way, a man who could not come up with proper agenda into his ministry, a man who is always running to the north because he converted himself to become a Muslim or in the name of politics, a man who does not have brain. You see, a man that his head is malfunctioning all the time is not the one investigating the massacre. When we have the criminal investigation, we have the DSS, we have the SSS, we have the police themselves. You know, we have all sort of police units who can investigate this matter to the fullest of the knowledge of what they know, not Fashola or Salawu, who was picked to become a governor in Lagos State. So, I mean, it is disheartening to see the way Nigerian politics are being played. Now they are now engaging Facebook to buy vote, you know, some referrals. People who doesn't even, they are all, some of them have mental issue. You can see when they talk, you don't even need to ask questions. That these people that Obaseki is now associating himself with, it is a disgrace to the Edo people that we have a governor who regards himself as an industrialist, as a we can see, as a economist, one of the best, as he acclaimed himself to be. Now he's associating himself with Ubagwe people in Europe, people that they even swear from Benin that this Ubagwe people business needs to stop. These are the places engaging himself. You know, the Comrade show is now the financier of all these orchestrated catalyst business. You know, in fact, it's a disgrace. I don't know about you people, Edo. For us that is living in Australia, we feel disrespected that to see the governor featuring in all these talk bar prostituted Facebook page. He's supposed to set up his own Facebook page. We have a prime minister, we have a governor of the state, Premier Dan Andrew, here in Australia. He has his own Facebook page. He broadcasts direct to the people. He don't have to go and appear in a money sharing gang job Facebook to start sharing himself and sharing his identity over calamitous money issue that they now share on Facebook. That money was made for the development of Edo State, and now he's not sharing money on Facebook. It is disheartening. This disheartening is so improper. The governor, you need to look into this. The Cruz Saigi, the media guru of his administration, need to look into this. We the Edo people, we are being disrespected completely. We are being disrespected, and this is not fair on the people. A governor needs to stand firmly. He said he wants to stamp out corruption, but stop sharing money to these people on Facebook. It's not making sense, and more is going to be revealed. More is going to be revealed because the people you share the money to, they don't have brain. They don't have brains. It doesn't make sense. In fact, we are disappointed. We are trying to deal with SARS issue. Now we are now dealing with money shared on Facebook. Are you trying to, you cannot disorganize people. What people don't understand is this. There's no way you're gonna go and use money to disorganize people's family. At the time they finish eating the money, the family will reunite. They will tell each other what they come. One day they have issue, they will just spit it out. Why would you go and give money to Kabaka nephew or Kabaka cousin in Europe to partake in your election? And these people that was ranting, you can see that they have mental problem. And the other one was using Bible all along. Everybody call him even a prophet. People even call him all sort of names, not knowing that he was he's revolving, he also involved in the scandal. Why do you people want to just, because of money? They say every cause of evil is all money. How much? 200,000. Is it the reason why people were just shouting on Togba? And the person they were giving 140 million refused to give you people the money. And now you people just bam from your mouth. Speed up. Okay, keep keep on spitting it out. It's just a disgrace that you people are putting our governor on the line. And now the governor is now running up to Facebook to start defending himself all the time. It doesn't make any sense. The governor don't need to explain to anybody. Now they talk about the SARS issues that was happening in Benin. Why the palliative were not distributed. He went straight to Comrade Show as well to go and start explaining himself. Must governor leave a door to go to Comrade Show to go and start explaining himself? Does that make sense? Why can't he set up his own Facebook and broadcast live to the people? He has the money. What is the problem? Edo State can finance the media. He can broadcast even once a week, twice a week, even if we want to broadcast every day to start telling the Edo people what he's doing. It will make things more better rather than running to one Comrade Show who does not have respect for himself. Look at the same Comrade, how many people he assembled, how many money he shared. They are all coming up. They are all emanating. Does it make sense, my people? Edo, never ire. Okay, kene, na mwebok bebedo, na igaiwo, na kwa bedo. Does it make sense? Na mwebok bebedo, ya igaiwo. A governor want to go power more Facebook or ya but it doesn't make sense to me at all. Governor need to be respected. Mr. Don Pedro, please, Dr. Don Pedro, you need to go and advise your brother. If you at least probably he will hear your voice. He don't need to go to these people. He can set up his own Facebook and broadcast live. If you want to defend it, let it defend it straight away. Not on Comrade Show. Comrade Show that is already stagnated. It's already, in fact, poisoned by the people they were sharing the money to. Look at the girl ranting on Facebook, how much they share to you people. Does that make sense? Every time they do, you just stay in yourself. You want to do business, do it quietly. Don't do it with people that is just the people that grow up from Ubagwe. Probably you don't know what the meaning of Ubagwe. Ubagwe is a home of the prostitute in Edo State. Right there at Apapava. If you don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If people were just saying talk about, but we thought people were defending to vote for Obaseki. Good, he won the election, but you people were doing it for the money. Not just only for the money, for the scandal. You people become a fraudster on Facebook. You people need to respect the Edo people. If you people are not ashamed, we the remaining Edo people, we are ashamed. The food you eat in your house, let it stay in your house. You don't need to take it to Facebook. Hey, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? Is Edo State the only state in Nigeria? We have 36 states there. Have you ever heard of Kano State? Did you hear about Sokoto? Have you ever heard of Kaduna? Even Lagos, do you hear any of these nyanya coming from the Ondo State is near to us? Anambra is there, Imo is there. You don't hear nyanya. Edo people just come up with nyanya every minute. You people should be ashamed. Everything you want to be number one. In all the bad names. Everything you people want to be the governor supposed to be number one in trying to rectify the problem of Edo people. Not going on Comrade Show and start sharing money. Does it make sense? If you want to broadcast on Facebook, you want to defend your administration, set up your own Facebook, broadcast direct straight to the people. Every one of us will support you as a governor. You are a governor now. You need to stand firm. You need to be a governor of everybody, not a governor of Comrade Show. Obaseki, Governor Obaseki no where I say, oh, where we said here, a Comrade Show, where we let you. And we direct, but support you. We all respect you as a governor. Why the Comrade Show? Why sharing all this money through all these channels? Does it make sense? Does it make sense to me? If it makes sense to the rest of the people, I am disappointed. This is weird to be hearing all these talk about money scandal. You want election, stay quietly. Even if people are saying what you have done is good or not bad, don't run to Comrade Show. Stay on your lane. Defend your staff they've given to you. Defend it to the fullness of your brain. Use your brain. Don't run to Comrade Show. Don't run to Holland people, to Bagwe people, all these prostitutes you are using to front your business. It's not making sense to all of us. Why would a governor with a pedigree go to such a length to go and start? Even if they say you share money, don't go there. You don't need to go there to go and start defending yourself. If you don't share palliative, good. You don't share palliative. All to yourself. Keep it to yourself. If you want to say anything to the administration, set up your own Facebook, broadcast live to all the Edo people, not Comrade. Not Comrade. There are governors who have Facebook pages. They broadcast live to these people. Right from there, I will support it, and I will bring a lot of my friends to support you. Not a Comrade show. Why can't you set up your own page? Edo, Governor Obaseki broadcasting live from Edo. Beautiful, 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 so beautiful. Not Comrade. They tell there's no palliative in Edo State you run to. And then Obaseki who is telling people that it's chloroquine and Panadol that was kept in the warehouse. And you came up again to tell people there was 7,000 items that was left there. Left or who? The remain, some of them were expired. Why? You don't need to even come out at all to start telling us. Abat was lying on the other side. You as a governor were lying to the people as well. Why all this nonsense? Why? It is disheartening and disrespectful for the Edo people. As a governor, please, sir, please, we are begging you, stay on your lane, direct your administration from Edo State, not from London or all these parakboism you are doing in London with all those catalysts. People who don't have brain. They only get off for the money. And you start giving posts. How can you be handling position to people working for you on Facebook? Does it make sense? The people on ground have no job. And you are paying people on Facebook. Brothers and sisters, Edo people, Edo ne waire ona mani ha. De kwe mu wa mu mani ke Edo we kwe mu agi eki. Otherwise ojo ere wa hege gbunu ari na gina. So we need to support the governor to be able to deliver. Not on Facebook. You need to deliver to the people on ground. You need to deliver to the people on ground. I'm disappointed, my Edo people. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm disappointed. Please share this video. I'm not going to be here for so long. I'm going to be disappearing and taking my kids off to school. That's it. But this is disheartening. It's disrespectful to the highest degree. I know most of you people in Europe will not say, well, they're not Talonite. Good. But the truth must be said. I stand for the truth. As you guys know, I'm an ambassador for peace. And that my ambassadorship is under the socio-economic status of the United Nations. Whether you people like it or not, the truth must be said. And you people need to live on the truth. And the truth is nothing but the truth. We want a governor that will govern us from Edo, not govern us from Facebook. And if we want to broadcast to the Edo people, there's Channel TV, there's RTV, there's EBS. You need to start using the EBS to broadcast the Edo people. That is a state-owned broadcasting station. You need to learn how to use it. Not on Facebook. I think it just started before this disease become something we cannot cure. We need to start talking about it now. Set up a channel. If you want to send a GoFundMe, if you don't have the money to set up a channel, we all will put $1, $2, $100, $50. We'll build it for you, the governor. I keep telling you the other time that if you need to set up a state account so that we can put money in order for us to take our erosion away. People pay a death ear to it. How much you people want me to tell the governor on what to do? This is very simple. If you can go and give money to Comrade Show, it's time for you, Comrade Show, to start giving you money. Not you giving to Comrade Show. Comrade start giving you. Look at all the money you people want to go and share now. All of them boomerang into your face. Does that make sense? Edo, Gayori, it is my year. I'm gonna make it sense. If it makes sense to you, it doesn't make sense to me. The governor is a vacancy. His economy is one of the best economy. He said he's one of the best educated Nigerian who give, you know. In fact, he said his policy is one of the best. But if your policy is one of the best, what you just did on Facebook, sharing money, is just make everything sour. People trying to forget about what transpired in the election. You people are waking it up, which means there's more to come. There's more to come. This is disheartening. In fact, it's uncalled for the governor to start sharing money to all this parakboism on Facebook. All this teke mene, according to my brother. The truth must be said, Mr. Governor, Obaseki. Please, stop using all these small channels. Broadcast, set up your own Facebook and broadcast directly from Edo State. I will support you, and all my friends around me will support you. And Mr. Obaseki, my best friend in my good friend in Canada, please, at least he's your brother. Tell him all these Barakboism channel. It should not be going to Comrade Show to start explaining to the Edo people. It's just a letdown. It's just a letdown. Tell him he needs to set up his own broadcasting channel from Edo. If I thought you want to address Edo people, let him broadcast live from Edo. He should not be running to all these people. In fact, you don't need to give any excuse to anybody. how you share the money, how they don't share the money, how palliative we don't share, how palliative was shared. No. It should be firm and stay firm to his administration. Stay firm to his character. He needs to stay firm to himself. He don't need to give anybody an excuse. Let people be seeing his administration, what he's delivering. That is what we want to see. Not him giving an account on Facebook on one comrade show, telling Edo how he share palliative, how he didn't share palliative, how they share money, how they don't share money. It's uncalled for and it's unwarranted. My fellow comrades, may God continue to bless you. God, long live Edo State, long live Nigeria, and long live our people. Bring unity to us. And Mr. Governor, please stop explaining to people how you spend the money. What people want to see is development on ground, not on Facebook. Take care and stay blessed. Long live you. Long live God in Obaseki of Edo State. Bye for now.